welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm going to give everyone just a few minutes to chime in. I'm a little early since I changed the time. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today on this live chat where we're going to be discussing today body conflict or body image conflict, and body dysmorphia and what that means, the importance behind that, why it affects us as women, and why it's so important. So yeah, chime on in, guys. If this is your very first time visiting with me, welcome. If you're a return visitor, welcome back as well, guys. I'm so happy to have you a part of this community. So let me just get some stuff corrected. Why? Okay, let's just adjust this just a little bit. Okay. So yeah, guys, welcome. Chime on in, come on in, so we can have this conversation about body image conflict. And let's get some resolution and just have an open conversation. Again, if you're coming in for the first time to the live, please double tap the screen, show your girl some love, or thumbs up the video. If you're a very first time visitor, consider subscribing to the channel. We have a lot of good content on this platform, so you may want to go back and watch some of the other videos to just catch your breath of what's going on and all of the different things we have covered. So welcome to the live. I'm going to give people just a few more minutes to come in. I'm not going to be before you very long, but I do want to have this conversation about body image conflict, and what that means. Why do we even care as women, as young ladies? You know what I'm saying? So I know social media, television, and all of that stuff that we watch kind of distort real body images and what that's supposed to look like. You know, we're always trying to, well, not me, you know, people, it really affects social media, and the images that they put out really can have a very negative effect on how people view their body, feel about their bodies. You know, they're always trying to keep up with the next trending body procedures, or trying to keep up, you know, trying to look a certain way or image, or try to fit in, when all of that stuff really fades anyway. You know what I'm saying? As we get older, our bodies tends to change, and it goes through different stages. And that's why I wanted to, hi everyone, that's why I wanted to address the elephant in the room, because you know your girl it's going through some changes too, right? So yeah, welcome in everybody who's in the chat. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Don't forget, guys, to double tap the screen. Don't forget also to please thumbs up the video as you come in. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much. Let's see who is here visiting with me today. Alexander and friends. Hello, Alexander and friends. Welcome, Xander. Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up, Xander. So, Xander, today I just want to address the elephant in the room and talk about body images conflicts, and why is that even important, especially for us women. You know, a lot of people are doing the different BBLs and all of these other type of things, and you know, having all these different facial surgeries or body surgeries, or contouring the body and all of that type of stuff, trying to fit into an image or trying to fit into something that really it's not sustainable. As you can see with so many different celebrities that have done different body contouring or body makeovers or mummy makeovers and all of that. And believe me, you guys, to be very honest with you, if I had the funds, unlimited funds to just do a mommy makeover, not because I'm trying to keep up with the Kardashian, or I'm trying to keep up with the imagery, or or if I'm feeling some type of way about myself. I wouldn't be doing it for the wrong reason, for in vain reason, right? Because that's not sustainable, that won't last, right? So that's not the reason why I would do a mommy makeover if I wanted to do one. You know what I'm saying? So hey, cute baby C. Welcome, cute baby C. Yeah. So if I wanted to, where you hailing from, cute baby C? I'm just curious. I like that name, cute baby C. Where are you hailing from? From. So yeah, guys, coming in, please, you know how this YouTube algorithm stuff works. Thumbs up the video coming in. Let's get into so the reason why I say that I would do a mommy makeover, not because I wanted to keep up with the Kardashian, or I'm trying to get the attention of some type of, of someone else or anything like that. It'll be totally because I want to, because I feel good about myself, because I want to improve myself, not because I want to fit in a size 3 or a size 2. You know what I'm saying? Anything of that nature. It would be totally for none other than I've pushed out 12 babies. I don't have 12 kids, but I've pushed out however many babies, and I just want to feel good in my body. I want to, try to just gain back some of my elasticity in the parts of my body that may have kind of drooped and dragged if I had so many babies. Not because I'm trying to keep up with, with somebody or my friend girls or anything like that. But guys, I wanted to address this because someone in my comment a couple of videos back ago, I addressed it. And this wasn't a live video, it's another video, but they addressed or asked me a question. Hey, you look like you've put on a couple of pounds since I first, saw your videos. And I have put on a couple of pounds since I have started my YouTube channel over a year ago, for various reasons. But what I had to address to that person is that although I've put on a couple of pounds, I'm not insecure in myself. I'm not trying to fit into an imagery. Life be life, and it's sometimes you put on, extra couple of pounds here and things of that nature. But people can be so very, I ain't gonna say mean spirited, but sometimes people just don't know how to address the issue when, they come across a person they haven't seen in a long time, and they just bluntly would say, hey, you've got, a little fatter. You put on a couple of pounds, you gain a little weight, what's going on, all of this different type of things. But I know that I'm not the only person. I'm not even dealing with body dysmorphia. And I'm going to get into the definition of that, because first of all, I'm a grown woman. I'm not a teenager. I'm not a young girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a married woman with grown children who has kids of their own. And so at my age, yeah, I've put on a couple of pounds, but I'm not insecure to the fact where that I'm out trying to run to get surgery or do all this other unhealthy stuff. I'm doing it the right way to take, the extra weight off or whatever. And now, don't get me wrong now. I do feel some type of way of having extra 20 pounds on my body frame and my height being only 5'3". So, of course, I have noticed that, and you do feel some type of way. You're not blind, and you're not to the fact that you put on a couple of pounds. But again, I'm not a teenager trying to keep up with the Joneses, or I'm not finna run out and get a BBL or anything of that nature. I know that there's some things that I have to do, but for those people that does have body dysmorphia, that have eating disorders, or someone that's younger than myself. Those are the ones that I'm really concerned about, and I want to do this topic just to give them some encouragement and to let them know that it's okay when your body starts to go through some changes. It's okay when, especially if you're starting to get up in age, over 50 like myself, your body's going to go through some changes. You're not going to maintain, depending on your metabolism, you may not be able to maintain a size 6, for the rest of your life. But my concern is, guys, for those young ladies or young men that have body dysmorphia, have eating disorders, they'll go through or go to the lengths of doing anything and everything to maintain a certain weight or to be perceived in the public of opinions, to, still, be who they were maybe 10 or 15 years ago. So let me just get into reading the definition of body dysmorphia disorder, what that means, who that affects, and what are some things that you can do to kind of help you, or some tools and techniques that you can implement in your life if you're going through this type of phase and you're feeling alone, you're feeling no one understands. And I know it's a serious issue for some people. I'm not making light of that. I know putting on extra weight, or your skin tone start to change, your hair started maybe thinning a little bit, or your overall appearance start to change, and maybe you're exercising so many times a week, you're eating right, you're doing all the right things, but sometimes again it goes back to genetics, your metabolism. You also got to take into account that the foods that we are eating now is not the same type of food and the most healthiest food that we were buying 15, 20 years ago. So we have to take a lot of the variables into consideration. You may be doing all the right things and still put on weight. And let me just share this for comfort. These extra 20 pounds that I have gained in the last year has not been because I've overeaten, has not been because I have not been exercising or doing all the right things. I really do believe it's because of the foods that we're eating and all these different types of pesticides and GMOs and all of these type of things that they have put in our food. And with me just going and seeing certain research and watching certain things about how our food are made in laboratories and all of these type of synthetic materials and things they are putting in our food, and we don't know how that affects our genes or how that affects our metabolism and everything when we consume these type of food. So it's not because you have not been doing all the right things. It's a lot of variables to take in consideration when you're putting on unexpected weight and you don't know where it's coming from. You're doing all the right things, you know what I'm saying? You're exercising, you're doing all of this, and still you can't explain where this extra, inflammation, this fluid, all of this stuff is coming from. So I'm really concerned for those that have a really serious disorder with this. And I just want to just bring you some encouragement and bring you some tools and techniques that I have researched or that I personally have implemented into my life. So I don't want you to feel alone or maybe no one understands or anything of that nature. I know it's a real serious issue that a lot of people are being affected by, putting on extra weight. A lot of people have this body dysmorphia disorder, and it's real to them, and I don't want to minimize that at all. So let me just share with you guys real quick the definition of body dysmorphia, what that means, and the percentage of people that are affected by body dysmorphia disorder. So let's get right into that, guys. I'm just going to read my notes to you. It says BDD, which is body dysmorphic disorder. BDD is a mental health condition where a person has a distorted view of their own body and is excessively preoccupied with perceived flaws in their appearance. These flaws are either non-existent or appear very minor to others. But the person with BDD experiences significant distress and impairment in daily life due to these concerns. So let's just unpack that. Um, People with BDD sometimes overly obsess about their body flaws or their body issues. It's saying that things that you see in yourself may be excessively um, because other people may not perceive or see you the way that you see yourself. And again, that goes back to this is a real concern for other people, and I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist or any of that type of things, but I know that it's important to the person that is having this type of BDD. Seeing what they're feeling, what their experience is real to them. And even though we may see no type of flaws or none of the concerns that that person may be experiencing or that they have a problem with, they are concerned. It's real to them. It's real to them in their head. It's real to them in their hearts and their minds. When they look in a mirror, these things and the way that they see their body, it's real to them. And so that I know that a lot of this information comes from people or psychologists or people that diagnose people with BDD has never ever even experienced BDD. They've never probably even had body dysmorphia to the extent where they have to go and see somebody like them. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give also the percentage. It says that, let me just go over here. Okay, it says that the statistic is thought to affect around 20% of the general adult population. That's the statistics of how many people are suffering or has, BDD elements or concerns, right? And it said what trauma causes BDD. It says a high proportion of individuals reported childhood abuse or neglect. Not to say that that is the main cause, but from their studies and their statistics, a lot of people who have come from neglect or some type of childhood trauma seem to experience BDD more so than those that has not been affected by BDD. And I can speak to that on the fact that I do see, where they're coming from, because if you've gone through, have any type of childhood trauma or experience dealing with abuse or neglect, that can cause an effect on you where, you have self-esteem issue, you have self-identity issue, all of these other effects that comes from being a person that has come from a traumatic experience, especially dealing with childhood abuse or any type of childhood trauma. So that's what they were speaking to. But again, for those individuals that are experiencing BDD, let me just read this before I get off track. It says, are people with BDD insecure? It states that individuals with body dysmorphia symptoms may go to great lengths to hide their perceived imperfections, avoiding social media situations where their appearance may be scrutinized, and experience significant emotional distress, including anxiety, depression, and even suicidal ideation. So, a lot of people that, who's in the chat? Hey, Growing Garden. Hey. So, a lot of people that experience BDD, especially those that are on the serious end of this, have had depression, have had battles with depression, suicidal thoughts. Some of the red flags that they avoid, friends and family, they isolate themselves. They try to hide their flaws, maybe wearing larger clothes to maybe cover some of the weight gain, or they maybe wear a lot of different uh, body contour things like girdles or other type of things to kind of, minimize or try to hide some of the flaws that they think are flaws, or they think that are imperfection. So yeah, guys, I just want to touch on that subject because someone did, make a statement, and made a statement that since I started my channel over a year ago, they just seen, the difference and asked me had I put on, a couple of pounds. And I did. I have put on a couple of pounds. But I wanted to address that. And I wanted to say that, yes, I have. But I don't have a problem with body dysmorphia. I not the this BDD or the weight gain, has, I'm not in that category. Is that if that makes sense? So yeah, guys, I just wanted to address that. I wanted to just encourage anyone that is dealing with any type of body dysmorphic, or dealing with sudden weight gain, and they are having or feeling some type of way about themselves. Maybe they don't feel as beautiful as they once felt, or they don't feel seen, or just having all these insecure feelings or emotions because of the weight gain. So I just want to jump on here to encourage you guys to, first of all, when we self-love ourselves, regardless of how much weight we have put on or whatever, I think it's really important that we cultivate loving ourselves, that we involve, or that we are around people that can also cultivate love towards us. People that will still love you, uplift you, motivate, and still find you beautiful, regardless if you put on a couple of pounds or not. Love all of you. The good, the bad, the indifference, the couple of pounds, or losing a couple of pounds. I think it's really important that we get to a place where we don't allow social media or any other type of beauty or fashion magazines or platform to dictate how we are supposed to look, how we're supposed to behave, the type of body, going to great lengths of with our hair, makeup, all of this type of stuff. Social media and other fashion outlets have played a significant role in how a lot of women feel about themselves, or how they try to adapt to these type of regimens that's not really even who they are. If you love your skin that you're in, if you love your side that you are, then flaunt that. Be secure in that. Love that. Everyone is not meant to be a size 0 or a size 3. You know what I'm saying? So there are very voluptuous women, 4-figure women that are very gorgeous. We come in all types of shades and colors and sizes and all of that good stuff. So don't try to fit or put yourself in a particular box, or judge yourself against someone else. Love the skin that you're in, regardless of what they want to um, put us in a certain category, or they want to put us in a certain group that we should be like or look like. You have all of these celebrities that are, changing their bodies, getting all of this stuff done to them, and you see they're getting sick behind all of this stuff because they're trying to, maintain an unrealistic, for some people, unrealistic weight, or beauty regimen or whatever. And that goes back to what they're saying. They see some flaws in themselves that other people may not see. We see them beautiful just the way they are, but because social media, portrayed, if you don't have long straight, hair, if you don't have the perfect set of teeth, or you're not the perfect size, or you're not wearing these type of fashion, they make you feel some type of way, or make you feel less than. That's why it's never good, in my opinion, to compare yourself to other people, to judge yourself against other people. You don't know what people are going through behind closed doors, what their reasons for wanting to, not be happy with themselves. Basically, people are not happy with themselves when they go to that extent to do all of these cosmetic surgeries and all of these different types of BBL and all these other type of things for the wrong reason. You have to take in consideration that a lot of those people are not happy with themselves, and you have to understand or even figure out why they're not happy with themselves, to go to this great lengths to try to fit into a certain mold, or try to, appear to certain people more than what they are. You know what I'm saying? So never compare yourself to others. Love who you are. Be confident in yourself. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that will love you regardless of, what you think your imperfection are. Other regimens and tools and techniques that you can use. Just find a regimen that you can adapt to, maybe changing your eating habits, exercising more, meditating. A lot of those tools and techniques that you can do can to just kind of make you feel good about yourself. You may even want to go to the length of being very intentional about the people that you are inviting into your environment, the type of people that you are having, that you are communicating with. If they're toxic, chaotic people, it's some things that you may need to change, because a lot of times people opinions that they project on us, or they try to push on us, it's really a lot of their insecurities. And if you're not a real strong, confident person in yourself, you'll start taking on that energy of the person that's, pushing all of this, negative energy on you. And before you know it, you're over here acting in an area or acting some type of way that's not even who your real person are. It's not even the type of energy that you, really carry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, I just want to say, that I love you. Get to a place, or, sometimes it takes cultivating. It takes, doing certain things over and over, and getting to a point where you are, saying self-love affirmation to yourself, or self-love mantras to yourself. But just get to a place where when you're able to look in the mirror, and you, regardless of what you see reflected back in you at you, that you love it all. You know what I'm saying? You love it all, the good, bad, and the indifferent. So don't let other people's perception or other people's opinion change who you are, or manipulate who you are, or make you feel some type of way, or try to make you live up to a standard that they themselves can't even live up to. So yeah, guys, love yourself. Um, be happy in the body that you're in. Um, find people that that would support you and love you, uplift you, and encourage you to be your best and your highest self. Again, self affirmations that you can speak over yourself, that you can try to implement in your regimen. Um, Anything that would just help you to see the beauty that's already within you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of people understand or get that. It starts within. Everything that you need, everything that you're trying to attain or you're trying to get is already within you. But because our view has been distorted by all of this stuff that we seeing on social media and other places, it kind of affects, and it can have manipulative agitations on us. So yeah, guys, love yourself. At the end of the day, and I said all that to say, when you look in the mirror, you got to see that you are beautiful inside and out. You got to understand that you don't have to compete with anyone, that you don't have to live up to a standard for anyone, that you don't have to let anyone project their insecurities on you. And just love who you are. Just love who you are. I can't say that enough. And I know that may sound simple, but if you don't have that innate love in you, it's going to be hard to accept all the external things that's on the outside of you if it doesn't come from the inside first. So, but it takes, practicing getting there. And it's a daily thing. One thing that should encourage you, when you see all these celebrities falling the way that they're falling and having all of these different types of situation going on, and they have spent all of this type of money to improve themselves, and and I'm not trying to make fun, and you really don't see, you know, you see that they've had all of this stuff that they say they've done, and it really, they still basically look the same, maybe just, got a larger this or a larger that, but they're still not happy with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They still not happy with themselves. They still trying to compete with the person next to them. They're still trying to compete with their peers or their counterparts. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So yeah, guys, it's always going to be something that that person is trying to trying to improve, because they're trying to live up to an ideal, they're trying to live up to a person that's not really who they authentic selves is, if that makes sense. So yeah, guys, I want to encourage you um, just look in the mirror every day and tell yourself, that you love yourself and how beautiful you are and how important you are, and love all the things that the Most High has given you inside and out. And don't let anyone come into your space or come into your space and project their negative energy or their negative ideas on you. A lot of time when people project or say something negative to someone, it's really a reflection of themselves or their insecurities or their flaws, and they try to project that on other people. But when you really know yourself and you really have tapped in to loving yourself regardless of what other people think and say about you, when people project or try to inflate their insecurities on you, it'll just bounce off of you. It won't even be able to stick. So yeah, guys, don't get so hung up on all of this, beauty stuff that social media try to put us in, trying to project on us that we should be this, thin, unhealthy person. We should look a certain way. We should be a certain way, and spending and trying to live up to a standard or live up to something that's not even you. You know what I'm saying? It's not even you. So when you get it and you obtain that, it's not even you. You can go on social media and find 100 stories of people that have gone to have these body makeovers, and unfortunately, bad thing has happened. So, and you be like, what was all of that for? Because someone projected their insecurity on them, or they looked in a magazine and they believe that these beauty companies and all these other places knows them better than they know themselves. And some of us, we get caught up in all of that. You know what I mean? We get caught up in the trick bag, so to speak. And at the end of the day, um, it does not make you or break you what it should make or break you what someone else perceive you to be or not to be, right? So guys, yeah, just I've said it again, just love yourself, love who you are, be confident in who you are, honor yourself, honor your body, honor all the things that you think are imperfection. Other people don't sometimes even see what you see. Sometimes we may need to just take a step back and to just reevaluate before we take strenuous acts or action towards, tampering with our bodies and our eyes and all of these other type of things. People getting eye surgery, nose surgery, you know, you know, breast enlargement and all of these type of things. So just, take a step back and really evaluate and consider, if it's you that is really having body dysmorphic, or is it someone projecting their ideas or their insecurities on you. But if you're in a happy, secure, loving space, and you want to do a mommy makeover, go for it. By all means, go for it. Do you, but for all the right reasons and for all the right intentions, right? So yeah, guys, just love yourself, love thyself, know thyself. Just know that beauty and confidence come from the inside out, right? So with that being said, guys, thank you for tapping in today. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I really appreciate it. I hope something was said or that was demonstrated to you. If you're dealing with any type of body image conflict or body dysmorphic, if you need to seek, professional, help or counseling, do that. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone if it's you having severe disorder issues and you need to seek professional help. By all means, do that. Find a group or a safe haven or a people or a place that would love you, that would support you, that would nourish you, that would encourage you, uplift you, motivate, empower you to be your best, authentic, and highest self, right? To keep you in a healthy and secure environment and place. So guys, yeah, with that being said, remember to always protect your energy and know that you are loved and that you are not alone. So yeah, guys, remember to protect your energy with love and light. If you're coming in or if you're watching on the playback, give the video a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, leave a comment if you've ever had body dysmorphic disorder or you know someone, and what tools can you share with the community that you had to overcome, or body dysmorphic symptoms or treatment maybe you had to deal with or you had to seek out help for. So yeah, and what did you do if you have ever dealt with body dysmorphic? What are some things that you did in a healthy way to help you to gain back your self-confidence, to gain back loving yourself from the inside out? What are some things that you did to help you along your personal or growing or healthy journey. So guys, thumbs up the video, like the video, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Remember to always protect your energy. With love and light, this is Goddess of Color, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace and love, family.